Hello, I'm going to do the tarot quickie reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, we're going to get Animal Oracle, what you may be struggling with. What do you need to look at? And possible future energies. All right. Let's do an overall energy. Spirit has a plan. So koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. What you may be struggling with is taking time out. What you need to look at is watch and wait. Possible future energies, this and that and are true, and laying a solid foundation. I feel that there's a situation that I feel like it's important that you don't rush it and that you don't cut corners to make it happen, because I feel like it's something that is going to take time in order to get the results that you want to, because you have to lay a solid foundation for this, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a business, whatever the situation is that you want to make sure. Sometimes we're in such a hurry to try and get something done that we cut corners, or we skip a process, right? We skip something. We skip a step because we're like, I just want to get this over. I just want to get this done. But I feel like whatever this situation is, I feel like it's don't rush it. Don't push it. It could be that maybe you want to, maybe you're looking for something in particular, and you're like, well, I want to have this, but this thing that you want is not available because let's just say that it ran out of stock, and you're like, I really want to have this, but this model over here, it's not exactly what I want, but I'm just going to grab it because this is what's available to me. But really you wanted this over here. But then when you've chosen this, it's like, oh, this just isn't working. This isn't giving me the results that I wanted to have. This isn't what I wanted. And then it's like, well, now I should have waited for this. So I feel like that's what this situation is, whether it's a relationship, if you're trying to move things along quicker, or that person trying to move things along quicker, or, maybe it's, moving in together, or it's becoming engaged, or it's becoming more serious, or whatever, it's going from just dating to becoming exclusive, whatever that may be, instead of rushing or pushing something forward that it's having the negative results, right? Or if it's you're waiting to buy something or purchase something or do something or you're looking for a job or a career, and you're like, well, this wasn't available, so I'm just going to choose this. And I feel like it's that not choosing that other way because if it's not what it is that you wanted to begin with. Because I feel like the results aren't going to be as good. They're not going to be what it is that you're looking for. And then sometimes it's like, oh, well, you just have to wait it out and buy that product when it actually comes in. And now it's like, well, now I've had to do double the work. So I feel like that's something that you just have to realize that Spirit has a plan. Things are taking its time for a reason, right? And then when you finally come to that, where you've laid a solid foundation, where you've kind of built things or done things, or you waited for that thing that you were waiting for, it's so much more rewarding, because you're like, oh, I went through all of this in order to get to this, right? I went through all of this, and it feels more rewarding. I'm so proud of myself for not rushing. I'm so proud of myself for not choosing something else and sticking to my guns and following what it is I felt I wanted to follow, right? That I chose me, that I didn't try and choose a quicker way or a different way, that sticking with what it is that you believe in, right? And it feels so much more rewarding because you hung in there. So we have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. So it's that progression, it's that process going from taking the initial first steps towards building it and looking out towards the future and starting to make things happen. It's that process that you're going through, and to not rush anything, to not force anything, and to not push anything, because I feel that the results will be so much sweeter and so much better and so much more. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.